Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather at noon.
Well, good Tuesday, everybody. Taylor Plott here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecast. We still got a lot of cloud cover to work with today. That's going to keep our temperatures cooler than what we previously expected, and that actually might occur tomorrow as well. Rain chances will continue to gradually increase over the next handful of days. We're watching some storms that will be moving in on Saturday. I'll have a look at that here coming up shortly. But what about those temperatures? When will we reach 80 degrees this week? I think a lot of places will flirt with it. Let's get right into your forecast. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. Here's that cloud cover on your Arctic Air Skycam network. Seeing a bit more sunshine, though, across parts of the Florence area, even also here in Lawrenceburg and Savannah. But Huntsville, the further you get towards Interstate 65 and east, towards Madison, Huntsville, and even across parts of northeastern Alabama, places like Scottsboro, Fort Payne, there's a lot of cloud cover there from what we call a wedge front. It's a frontal boundary that just kind of pushes its way in from the east, and that's keeping things on the cooler side once you get east of Interstate 65. So where you do see some of those breaks in the clouds across Lawrenceburg, Florence, and Savannah, we will see those areas eventually get up into the lower 70s today, but I don't think we're dealing with middle and upper 70s for the most part. I think we're dealing with lower to mid 70s today, and that might even trend into tomorrow as well. Live Viper radar brought to you by Fuller Services. Nice clean sweep across the area. You see our temperatures getting up to around 68 in Huntsville, still 64 here in Lawrenceburg, just hit 70 over here in the Florence area. Again, where you see the breaks in the clouds, mainly west of Interstate 65, you're going to see the better chance at getting to that kind of 72 to 75 degree range, I guess, if you will. Satellite radar composite across the area showing all that cloud cover. There's a wedge front that's kind of being pushed in from the east. That's where the western extent of that kind of darker cloud cover is located. So in these areas, you're going to be seeing cooler temperatures. West of that, where you're seeing the cloud breaks, you'll see the warmer temperatures today. This afternoon, clouds that will continue to stick around throughout the majority of the day today. Temperatures getting up to around 71 around average across our area. A closer look at the weather where you live forecast should be right around 70 here in Lawrenceburg, roughly 72 in Florence and 70 in Huntsville. Kind of taking a look at the overall perspective here. And your forecast for today, 72 in Decatur and Moulton, 71 in Rogersville, 70 in Pulaski, also 70 degrees in Columbia. The winds will be breezy out of the south as well. Could see gusts around 25 miles per hour at times. Clouds continue to stick around this evening, but we're still rain-free. Temperatures will be dropping down to the middle 60s by the time we reach the late evening hours. Quick look at your temperature trend over the next several days. Went with 74 for tomorrow. I think there's still going to be some cloud problems around. That will keep our temperatures on the cooler side as opposed to, I say cooler side, it's still warm, but we're dealing with, instead of upper 70s, close to 80 tomorrow, we're dealing with low to mid 70s, I think. I do think we're getting into the 80s, though, for your Thursday and Friday. And we're really staying in the 70s over the next several days, at least, even behind a cold front moving through on Saturday, which will bring us the storm chances. And I'll talk about that here in just a moment. Rain chances over the next 7 days. The best chance is going to end up being on your Saturday into your Saturday evening. Another shot, 50-50 shot on your Monday. In between those, just dealing with low-end rain chances, just a few showers, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder here and there, but nothing overly widespread until we get into your Saturday and possibly into Monday of next week. Futurecast over the next 24 hours showing you the cloud cover continue to stick around across the area today, but notice there's no rain on Futurecast. We'll be dry for the next couple of days, at least for the most part, going into your Wednesday afternoon and evening. Just a few isolated showers. Most places are probably going to end up being dry on your Wednesday, and those who do see a shower, they'll relatively be on the lighter side, I think. Let's talk about Saturday, because we will have a storm system moving in from the west, and while it is off to our west, they're going to be dealing with some severe weather problems across parts of the plains. For your Friday, notice all the shower and storm activity off to the west. That's where the storms will be for your Friday and Friday evening, from Fayetteville to Tulsa, Oklahoma City, right off the far left side of your screen there. They will be dealing with severe weather over there across the Central Plains. But by the time that system progresses to the east, the low pressure system will be pretty far off to the north, and that's going to lift the better wind shear, what we call dynamics of the system, all the way up to our north, and they'll be leaving us with hardly anything to work with except for instability. There will be a good amount of instability, I think, for your Saturday, and I think that's going to lead to at least a stronger storm risk with maybe some gusty winds and some hail. But when it comes to severe weather threats, talk about damaging winds, tornadoes, large hail like that, all that seems to be on the very low end of things right now, but it's something we'll keep a close eye on. Here's 6 p.m. on your Saturday, watching those showers and storms track on through, and that continues to shift to the east with time, but the front will start to kind of lay out across the area, will wash out, what we call it, just kind of dissolves or dissipates across the area. But with that frontal boundary still somewhat nearby, we'll still see some showers and storms possible going into your Sunday as well, and then eventually into your Monday to start off next week. So again, we will watch Saturday, but right now I'm not seeing anything that's like screaming into my face, hey, we're going to be dealing with severe weather on Saturday. I think there could be some strong storms in the mix, though. That's just something we'll keep a close eye on. For tonight, not dealing with any storm or rain activity. Temperatures in the 50s for the most part overnight tonight, and for tomorrow, temperatures a little bit cooler than what we thought, going with low to mid 70s tomorrow as opposed to upper 70s across the area with clouds and maybe an isolated shower or two, but most places will likely be rain-free again for your Wednesday. We do see rain chances continue Thursday and Friday. I just talked about Saturday. Temperature right around 79 for your Saturday. I will say, depending on when the storms arrive Saturday, that will determine your temperature kind of extent for your Saturday. So with it moving in late afternoon, as it looks right now timing wise, we should get up into the upper 70s and lower 80s for highs. 70s continue Sunday and Monday with a few chances for some showers and storms. That's your latest forecast from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Fred Gossage will be in at 5 p.m. and he will have another full check on your forecast. Until then, I hope everybody has a fantastic Tuesday afternoon.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.